Hello everyone, it's Robin here and welcome to my channel at ohelloRobin, where we do all things planning and all things books. I do love having fun with my planner and I also love reading, and today I'm excited because we get to do a little bit of both because I have a stack of goodies here and I will be putting together my 2023 reading journal, and I'm using the disc system, the Happy Planner system, to do so. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to be getting into this year, well, stick around because that's what we're going to do. I'm excited to put my reading journal together for 2023. I've been looking forward to this for days now. So I have a few items here. We have some stickers from my Etsy shop at ohelloRobin, and there's some new stickers here too, which I'll be excited to use and excited to share with you because they are all releasing tomorrow, Friday, on my Etsy shop. And you can use code ohello15 to get 15% off your order. Okay, enough of that. Let's move forward, and I'll show you these here in a moment. So I have here to begin with a Happy Plans and Notes, and I picked this up off of Amazon. It's exclusive to Amazon because I love how the planner pages are in this book. I first saw this book on Plan with Elise. She used it for her reading journal last year. She's using another one this year, and I can see why, because all of the pages are just blank and you can do so much with them. So it's a 12-month undated planner. So what you'll get in the beginning are sheets of dates and, you know, other types of stickers too. So we have all the days of the month plus the month up here. And so I'll get to date it that way. Then we have the perpetual calendar right here. And it goes right into a currently page on the right-hand side, which is kind of fun, and which goes into a month. So the months on here are on paper. They're not on the hard dividers. And then it just goes straight into another lined page and a currently type page, and then into another month. So the whole front section is 12 months of this, which is really fun. And I thought this would be less intimidating than using an entire planner for my reading journal, which was making me kind of, I was intimidated by it. I want to have fun with it, right? So there's also 4 dividers here. I'm showing you this because I never really knew, and when you go on Amazon, you can't really see what's all in this. So there's 4 dividers and they all have that plastic feel to them, which is nice. I like the color palette too. And the entire back part of this planner is nothing but lined pages for note taking. This is a great planner. So I will link this down below for Amazon if you're interested in looking into it. But I really like all of the sheets that are in it, and I think it'll be really fun. I also love this cover, but I will be using another cover for my reading journal, and I'll have to find another use for this. It's clear. No, it's not clear, it's blush. It's a see-through blush color. Love it. It's gorgeous. Okay, I also have some dividers here that I'll be using for some decor. These are from my Playful Tiles planner from last year, so I'll be using that. I also have some other clear dividers that I'll be using. I picked these up off Amazon as well, so we'll see how these work. And I have some other sheets here. These are some dot grid pages. We're gonna make a couple of sheets for my planner today. So we're gonna put the planner together and make a couple of sheets, and this is the beginning of my Goodreads goal. So we'll see how that works. That'll be fun. And then this will be the cover. Look at that. I love this. This is from the Archetype planner that came out, I wanna say it was 2020. I don't know, but it's white and gold and gorgeous, and it has all the icons for Find Yourself. That's what this says here. We have pets and books and baking and plants and snacks and travel and candles and coffee. I mean, it has everything. So I love this planner, and I already put the discs on it. Let me show you these. These are some really pretty clear discs with gold flecks in them, and there's also gold on the edge there, and I thought it would look really nice with this cover, which would also make my reading journal just sparkly and gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so let me show you this real quick because we will be getting into these. These are some stickers that I have. I had a reading tracker last year. We'll be putting a reading tracker together again today. I've made a few modifications. I changed the date so we have 2023, 2024. But the second sheet, I also added a different set of books and monthly stats. So you have reading tracker or monthly stats. And these also come with the months on here. So that's really fun. Not only that, but I made it in 2 other color options. We have a nice coffee color, which I'm obsessed with, as well as this really cool gray color. So we have that. Oh, the next thing too, I have new bookshelf washi strips. We'll be using these today as well. Love these. And we have some more scripts. So this is some reading journal script and some reading genres script. So you can see all the different words here can be used for titling your pages. And here are all the different genres you can use. I had fun looking through Goodreads for these. So all of these are available on my shop beginning tomorrow. You can check them out closely, but we will be using some of them today and then also in future videos. So I'm excited to get started, so let's just do it. Okay, let's see how we're gonna take this book apart and set it in here. This should be fun. There's a lot of pages in this book. The beginning of this book, we want all those calendars for sure. I will need all of these out so that I can date my calendars, which I'll probably do one day when I'm watching Remy, which is what I'm doing 2 days a week while Holly goes back to school. It's been really fun. So let's grab the perpetual calendar here, and this, let's see, it stops right here. Let's pull this first. And then this would start with January, and these are all the months. So let's pull all these. And we keep that a little separate. So this will be a lot of fun with stickers for a bit, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna set them in here. Okay, let's set this aside, and we'll just start putting these in here so that we can get some stability built. There we go. I really like how this is set up. These pages are just blank and you can do anything you want with them. And I love that these are just blank and they don't have all the tabs on the side because I don't really need it that. I want my reading journal to be fun and I don't want it to be like a daunting task. So too much pressure. We don't need that, right? We're trying to get our reading game rolling. We don't need too much pressure. So I think this was the beginning. Let's put this aside a second. I want to put this in here as kind of a cover page, so to speak. And let's put this first clear divider on top of it. So now I need to make labels for these once I figure all of this out, but I think that looks really cute. That looks really cute. I'm wondering if I should put my perpetual calendar in the front. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to right now. And I'll need to make an opening page, but we're not going to do that today. We have a lot to do. And also, I need to cover the back of this. Kind of needs to be with one of these, doesn't it? So let's do that. Oh, let's pull this out. So after all of these sheets, we have these blank sheets. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of these and we are going to tape it to that. Let's just go ahead and do that to this one now. So let me move my pencil and everything aside. I'll do the first one here so you can see how I do that. And then the rest I'll do off camera. So I'm just putting some tape runner right on the back of this. I get as close to the edges as possible so that it doesn't pull too much when you're turning the page. And I like to go in between the discs as well. Just seems to make sense to me. And then kind of, you know, like that. Kind of like that. And then you take the next page and you're just going to drop it on. But I also like to line it up on this outside edge. So I will line it up a little bit and then just let it drop. Just let it drop. So that's my first section. So this will be my monthly calendar section. Let's grab the next one. I'm gonna put this here. I will tape this later. So I'm gonna put this here just so we know it's there. That's what I'm gonna tape to it. And in this section is where I wanna build some trackers. So let me grab those extra sheets. I have some dot grid filler paper here. The first one has the start of my Goodreads goals. And I have 2 blank sheets. So we're gonna fill these out today. As soon as I finish putting this together, we're gonna build two trackers. Okay, next, hold on. I forgot to put my divider in. Here's the next divider to go on top of here. So this will be trackers. So we'll see how these work. They don't quite go to the edge, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. So now we'll do it in the right order. Let's get our divider, right? And then we'll put this really pretty sheet. It says, be the best version of you. And then we'll give it a backer page that I will tape later. And this section is where I'll do my monthly review of books. So I'm gonna go back into here and actually take a whole bunch more of this paper, because this is what we'll be doing the review on, is this paper. So we will just put a whole bunch of this in here. And I think that should do it for now. That looks nice. So I'll need to make a cover page. I have 3 tabs here that I need to put something on. Let's do that. Okay, I have my Dymo Letra tag here, and I'm just printing out clear labels to go on the side. And my 3rd label is going to say review, and I'm making these on the smaller side. So you just type in the word and then you hit print, and it comes right out the side right here. And then you can just clip it off, and there you have your label. So I really like that machine. It's come in handy. So let me go ahead and put these on. So our first one is our monthly, because these are the monthly calendars, and it'll fit right on here, just like so. Okay, let me get the rest of these on and I will be right back. There we have all of our labels, and we can go ahead and I will need to put the dates on my first month here. So it comes with this, which is very helpful. And I'm going to use this blue January here and just place it right up over here. And January 1st started on Sunday, right? Yes, it did. So you just kind of go like so until you are completely done. Just like that. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. It's so magical. I think this looks great. So what I'll use this monthly view for is to mark when I start a book and then when I finish that book, because part of doing the reading journal is also figuring out what you want to track, and that's one thing I do want to know is when I started a book and then when I finished a book, so I can see that. And I'll be tracking these on these monthly pages, which I will share with you, you know, as we go through with reading journal all year long. All year long. Okay, so let's go to, we're gonna skip this. I'm not gonna do all of these just yet. We're gonna skip these and go to the trackers, because I do want to put a couple of these trackers together. The trackers I'll be putting together are my Goodreads goal. I already started this one. Let me take it out, as well as my reading tracker. Well, let me show you what I had last year. Last year I had this reading tracker, and I used the reading tracker stickers for this. I really liked keeping track of how many books I read each month and how many pages I read each month, as well as my bookshelves. So these were all the books that I read. So last year, my Goodreads goal was 22 books. I read 22 books in 2022, getting back into reading. I upped it a bit to 32 right here. And I already put these boxes on here. I did this yesterday while I was watching Remy. We had fun. He enjoyed it. And I will color in each box as I go. And this is stock grid paper, so it makes it very easy to do your lines. Let's go ahead and put a title on this one right here with the stickers. So this is my Goodreads goal, and I'm going to take the Goodreads goal sticker right here and put it right at the top. Now, right now I'm looking at this, all I want to do is decorate, but I know timing, and this video is going to be very long. So I'm probably not going to decorate these much right at the moment. That will happen maybe at a later date or as we go, but a lot of this will end up getting decorated as we enter the data that we have. So I'm just going to put Goodreads goal right here, smack up here at the top. Loving it. So I'll be reading 32 books this year. If you're on Goodreads, check me out because I would love to follow you and see what you're doing too. Okay, that looks really cute. It looks very plain, but it looks very cute. But right now, that's where we're at. So let's move that aside. I want to go ahead and put these together. So I want to do the reading tracker first. So let me just take that page. Those two will piggyback each other. So I'm just counting the dots. So this is a pencil, and when I'm done writing my pencil marks, I can erase it. So I did it on this line, and then they go on this line, and then they went on this line. So I'm just lightly marking this so I know what line to start, and so I don't have to reinvent everything, right? Because I like how this turned out. And then on the bottom here, it started on this line, goes to this line to this line, and there's 2 dots in between. So I have to decide. I have to decide which color I want to use. I really like this brown, but I might want to stick back with the blue. I think I'm going to go to the blue. We're just going to go with the blue. And we're just going to do it the same way that we had it last year because it worked. So we're going to start right here, and I'm using the lines to line up, and I'm going straight across the center. So I'm going to skip 2 dots, 1, 2, and then start on this dot, and then skip 2 dots and put this box down right here. Okay, that looks great. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this. So there they all are. And now I can go ahead and erase any of these lines that I have here. And let's see, there's one there, there's one here. And now we have all of our boxes ready to go. So I used both sheets of these. And I want to title this one Monthly Stats, but before I do that, I do want to put in my months. And the monthly script has 2 sizes. There's a smaller one and a larger one. We're going to use the smaller one for this. And we're going to just go ahead and I'm going to lay it, last time I laid it a little above. Let's just do that. Then it keeps the color in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay these. Okay, great. Look at that. Loving it, loving it. And now I can decide reading tracker or monthly stats. To me, these are more monthly stats. So I'm going to title it Monthly Stats. And I'm going to do the 2023. So I'm going to put the monthly stats right about here. I'm just eyeballing this, but I'm using the dots to help line it up. And I'll put 2023. Right afterwards. So these are my monthly stats for 2023. Yes, please. That's great. Now we have all these books read and pages turned that I'm going to put on here like I did on this one. So I put books read at the top and pages turned at the bottom. That seemed to work out. So let's just do that. And I will put this down and come back to you. And it's just like magic. So here we have them all on here, and I really like this. I do want to put some of these books on here though. So we have to use both sheets to make this. I'm going to use a stack of those books and then a stack of books that look like they've been read. That's kind of fun. I really love this blue color. So I used both sheets of this for the reading tracker. Each sheet covers 6 months of all of these words, as well as the monthly stickers. And this will be a great way to do my monthly stats for how many books that I've been reading and how many pages that I've turned or how many pages that were read. So if my goal is 32 books this year, that's just under 3 books a month. So it's like 2 or 3 books a month. So that would be my goal each month to try to hit that, which I think is a very doable goal. It's a very doable, right? Okay, let's move on to the next tracker because this one looks exciting too, but actually let's place this in here because I want to see how it looks. Oh, actually, nope, need it because the next tracker is going on the back of this. Here's a blank sheet, and here is this. So when I turn these, then the next set will be my bookshelf deals I'm making here, which is also on the back of this one. So we're gonna make this, but we're using the bookshelf washi. So let's pull out this bookshelf washi. Oh my gosh, I love it. So let me give you a close-up. It looks like shelves. I really like these. They're really fun. And I want to put 4 shelves on each side of the page. And I'm going to use the one I did last year as my guide again. So this one I'm just kind of going up. I'm going up 3 dots. Let's start it on this side. So it's basically in here. And then this one is going up to here. And then this one. So out of those 4 shelves, that's where they're gonna go. Let's just put our first shelf down and see what happens, right? So I want to start here at the top, and I'm gonna use this so I can see where I'm going with it. And I'm just gonna place it kind of in the middle, and then I'll see how far out they go. So we're gonna use this shelf. I don't wanna go in the hole here. So we're gonna go out to this a little over the last dot, just like so. I think that works. And I'm gonna stagger these shelves because I did flip-flop them, so they're not all the same. And then this one we're gonna lay right about here. And it goes just slightly over the very last dot, just slightly. It's okay if they're a little uneven. They're bookshelves, right? And we're gonna put this one here. These bookshelves are really fun. I really enjoyed putting the books that I read each month on them and having that visual. Okay. And they are a little knotty and curly, so it's okay. And then we'll put this one down here, just like so. And then I'll go ahead and erase whatever lines are showing. I think I mostly covered them though. Cute. And then I can use this as my guide for this side. Oh, look at that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's get our reading journal script words. And it says there's a books read 2023. That's what I had last year. I do have a bookshelf one, but I want to also make another page with a bookshelf. I'll be making some more trackers for this in the coming weeks. So I'm going to do books read. And might as well do 2023 because it's right here, right? So I'm gonna put books read on this side. Well, do I do it like that? Oh yeah, we'll just do it right in the middle. So we'll kind of go right here. I'm gonna keep it on the high side because I want to make sure I have room for my books. So when I print the books out, book covers are all different sizes. So what I like to do is just make one side of the book consistent. So all my books I print at 1.5 inches tall. Well, that looks really cute. That'll look really cute when books get on here. And I really want to decorate it, but I'm gonna hold back. So I print them all at 1.5 inches tall because then they start looking like this. And so some are fatter than others, like the Harry Potter book, but then I get the whole book cover. So that's how I print them, which I will share more with you as we go. So we have our monthly stats page, we have our books read page ready to go, and I have my Goodreads goal page ready to go. So let's put these in the journal here under trackers. So here's my cover page, and we'll do Goodreads goal. Well, let's stick them all in and look at it. So here's the beginning of our tracker. So we start with the Goodreads goal. I've got 32 books that I'll be reading. We go straight into my monthly stats, and then here are my bookshelves. So some other things that I will be making in the future, because I'm really watching time here. At least I'm trying. I'm trying. Some other things I want to track. I want to do a bookshelf situation. I'll probably make some pages for some authors and characters and first lines. 5-star read page that I'll definitely be doing. But I want to track my genres. So I'll definitely be making a page with this. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Let's look through this. Oh, well, let me show you what I'm going to do with here. So review, I can't do anything yet because, well, I did finish a book, but we're not going to do this just yet. For review, this will be taped to this. This is where I'll do all my book reviews. And I'll have another picture of a book cover, and then I'll have some stats in the reviews and the stars and that type of thing. I will be sharing that with you when I do my first reading journal update for sure. So let's just check this out. So find yourself, yes please. And I do want to make a cover page. I have a perpetual calendar here. Now I could track on here the days that I read, because one goal I have this year is to read more, but 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes, if I've read 30 minutes, I could track it on here by highlighting it or something like that. I'm still work in progress. I've been kind of jotting it down on a sticky note. So we'll see if that's what we'll end up doing. I want this to be a fun thing and not like a chore. So we'll see. We'll see. So my monthly though is where I'm going to start getting really serious here, because on my monthly over here, I can track when I started a book and then when I finish that book. So I read books in physical copy. I have a Kindle, which I absolutely adore. And I do use Audible, and I'm getting better with Audible. I'm a very visual person, so I've been having a hard time with Audible, but I'm getting better with it. So I have some books on there that I've been reading. This page here will probably be my monthly recap of all the books I read and my favorite and all that good stuff. So that's what you can expect from there. I'll be filling out the dates on here, probably when I'm watching Baby Remy. Super fun. So then my tracker section, we have my Goodreads goal. So whenever I finish a book, I will color this in, and I will do this with you in my first update. So I won't do this just yet. I'll wait until my first update. My monthly stats, so January, how many books I read and how many pages I turned. We'll do that on my first update, as well as put down the book covers on these cute shelves. Love them. Love them. And I do plan on making more trackers, which will be more videos coming out soon. Okay, and then the review side, again, this is where I will start reviewing all the books. So I have a running list of all the books I read for 2023. I am pretty excited about this. I think we have a great start here. And again, if you're interested in any of these sticker sheets, they are going to be on my Etsy shop at ohelloRobin starting tomorrow. They will be released, and you can get 15% off with ohello15. and just have fun making your own reading journal. Do you use a journal of sorts to track any of your reading, or what are you doing for that? It just seems like fun, right? I like it. I like it. And we will also get a little more decorative in here, I think, too. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Happy reading.